state tournament, folks. Nice to have you here for our first game tonight. We're happy to be able to play baseball again and to host games during this pandemic. However, we need to follow strict rules regarding social distancing and respecting others in the stadium and on the field. If you're not allowed to follow the instructions we've been given, we've been instructed to stop the game and remind people to please respect social distancing requirements. We'll get a game underway in just a few minutes, but first, let's meet these two teams that are competing tonight. First of all, the St. Michael Saints, the number 4 seed from Region 4, they get to the state tournament following 2 huge wins over Blaine Fusion in the regional playoffs. St. Michael Saints. And the Chanhassen Red Birds, the 2-time defending champion of Class B, is the number 1 seed from Region 3. It is on a 19-game win streak, including 2 wins over number 2 seed Chaska in the region playoffs. We want to welcome all fans, all players, and all coaches, and a special thanks to the volunteers here at Shakopee who agreed to host this Class B state tournament. Let's hear it for the Shakopee site personnel. Thank you very much. Just a reminder, as the umpires are getting ground rules. Also tonight in Class C at Springfield, Foley from Region 11 is taking on Hanska from Region 2, and we'll give you updates on those scores throughout the evening. And in Milroy, Hadley from Region 13 takes on Randall from Region 8. Also, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, PrepSpotlight.tv has all the games available for the entire state tournament. That's Class A, Class B, and Class C. So just simply go to PrepSpotlight.tv and you can order single games, or you can order all of each class or the entire tournament. And we have with us tonight, Steve Thompson is announcing on PrepSpotlight.tv. Nice to have Prep Spotlight TV in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association for this tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get this game underway. Let's meet the lineups for tonight's game. As I call your name and number, take a spot along the foul line adjacent to your dugout, and please remain there until after the national anthem. Let's begin with the St. Michael Saints. These are the reserves for the St. Michael Saints. Number 5 is Nate Locke. Number 8, Aaron Spurl. Number 15, Paxton Beadle. Number 18, Colby Gartner. Number 19, Zachary Stamp. Number 22, Ben Beeson. And the managers for the St. Michael Saints, number 32, Mike Fresky, and his assistant, number 44, Lance Krupke. Now for your starting lineup. Leading off for the Saints, the designated hitter and pitcher, number 23, is Marcus Krupke. Batting second, center fielder, number 3, Travis Brown. Batting third, second baseman, number 11, Boston Marilla. Batting fourth, third baseman, number 17, Alex Nas. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 7, Jordan Krupke. Batting sixth, doing the catching tonight, number 34, Caden Amundsen. Batting seventh, first baseman, number 28, Jared Crable. Batting eighth, left fielder, number 6, Alex Wildy. And batting ninth, right fielder, number 10, Evan Saunders. Let's hear it for your St. Michael Saints. Now for the Chanhassen Red Birds, beginning with the reserves. Number 9 is Justin Arnold. Number 11, Joe Jersak. Number 12, Thomas Thompson. Number 13, Justin Bach. Number 20, Miles Naglo. Number 21, Nathan Rosenberg. Number 22, Zach Hartford. Number 25, Cody Dalen. Number 28, Chris Scholes. Number 42, Grant Thompson. Number 44, Andrew Mulkey. Now here's your starting lineup for the Red Birds. Batting first, playing shortstop, number 1, and head coach, Brandon Arnold. Batting second, playing third base, number 4, Michael Giurgella. Batting third, first baseman, number 24, Zach Hoffman. Batting fourth, doing the catching, number 23, Ben Lavorsi. Batting fifth, center fielder, number 10, Jackson Goplin. Batting sixth, second baseman, number 6, Aaron Klepner. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 15, Ryan Deers. Batting eighth, right fielder, number 3, Derek Smith. Batting ninth, left fielder, number 5, Aaron Paff. And on the mound for the Red Birds tonight, number 17, John Straka. Let's hear it for your Chanhassen Red Birds. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I direct your attention to behind home plate for the voice of Shakopee Baseball, Dick Jankowski.
Thank you, very appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps. As we bring in the Shakopee Veterans Color Guard. Members of the color guard Richard Krebs, Doug Jakes, Kyle Solo, Bill Anderson, and the commander is Marjorie IKC. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to sing our national anthem. She did it 2 years ago for the Tournament 2018. She's backed by a copy of the band. She's a teacher at Rosetta High School. She grew up with Shakopee and county baseball. As her dad has played since the 1970s and was an outstanding second baseman. Ladies and gentlemen, to sing our national anthem, Karen O'Neill. Thank you. And O'Neill.
The 2020 Class B Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.
And good evening and welcome to Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee for the opening game of the State Class B Baseball Tournament. The two-time defending champ and number one seed out of Region 3, the Chanhassen Red Birds, take on the St. Michael Saints. St. Michael struggled during the regular season, but they got hot at the right time, knocking off number 4 ranked Blaine on the way to the state tournament. The Blaine Fusion, the team to beat in the Metro Mini this year, goes down in 2 straight games to the Saints by a score of 4-3 and 6-2. So the Saints are playing good ball, and once again they get the two-time defending champ, Chanhassen Red Birds, and the Red Birds take the field as they get loosened up for the start of the ball game tonight. And we'll set the Redbirds for you defensively. On the mound, John Straka. Behind the plate, Ben Lavorsi. In the outfield, Aaron Paff in left, Jackson Goplin in center, and Derek Smith in right. Around the infield at third, Michael Gergella. At short, the head coach and starting shortstop and leadoff hitter Brandon Arnold. At second base, Aaron Klepner. And at first, Zach Hoffman. Once again, the starting pitcher right-hander John Straka, and the Redbirds are on a roll. They have won 19 straight games, 2 state Class B titles in a row, and they come in as a big favorite in this state tournament starting tonight here at Joe Schlepper Stadium. We'll have 4 games tomorrow for you, and 3 on Sunday here in Shakopee, and you can see them all here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Meanwhile, let's get you that batting order for the St. Michael's Saints, the number 4 seed coming out of Region 4, but they upset a very good team in the Blaine Fusion on their way to state this year. Batting first, the DH and pitcher, Marcus Krupke. Batting second, the center fielder, Travis Brown. Batting third at second base, Boston Morella. Batting cleanup at third base, Alex Nas. Batting fifth at shortstop, Jordan Krupke. Batting sixth, the catcher, Caden Amundsen. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Jared Crabiel. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Alex Wildy. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Evan Saunders. We are just about ready to go. The first game of the Class B state tournament underway here at the Joe on a warm, humid night. There was a breeze earlier, not much of a breeze, 80 degrees, the game time temperature tonight. So glad to have you aboard. And the first pitch of the game, strike one. Strike one to Krupke, the leadoff hitter. And he'll be the starting pitcher tonight. Straka's going to be around the zone, throw a lot of strikes. Ball one there, but once again, a outstanding starter. Here's a ground ball to second. Klepner with it. Throw to first in time, one away. Klepner to Hoffman for the putout. 1 up, 1 down, and that'll bring up Travis Brown playing in center field for the Saints. The Redbirds took down their arch rival Chaska twice in the region tournament. 5-2 and then a blowout win 12-2. But they punched their ticket early to the state tournament. And we're just kind of getting tuned up for this event. And we're the 2-time defending state champs. Certainly here's one to hit in the air to left, slicing away from the outfielder, but a diving catch by Paff for out number 2. Well, a phenomenal diving catch as he moved toward the line. And there are 2 away. Aaron Paff robs Travis Brown. And we've got an early highlight. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Boston Morella playing at second base. He follows that one out of play. A strike one off to the right. Beautiful scoreboard in right center field. 330 down the left field line. 330 down the right field line. 355 to the power alleys. Nice batter's eye here. 375 on the side to right center. So it is possible to take it out of the yard here. The 0-2 count. This one fouled away. Count will ride along to Morella. For the Saints here in the top of the first inning. Crowd's limited by rule for the state tournament to 250. And if the crowd's limited to 250, we've got a sellout here tonight at the Joe. A big swing and a miss. First strikeout for Straka. And the Saints go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. The Redbirds coming to bat. here on PrepSpotlight.tv. And welcome back to the Joe in the opening game of the State Class B baseball tournament. St. Michael goes 3 up, 3 down in the first now for the Chanhassen Red Birds in their home half of inning number 1. It'll be Brandon Arnold leading off, playing at short. Michael Georgella playing at third, batting second. Zach Hoffman at first. He bats third. At cleanup catcher, Ben LaVore is fifth. Jackson Goplin, he's in center field. At second base, Aaron Klepner. Batting seventh, DH Ryan Deers. Batting eighth, right fielder Derek Smith. And batting ninth, left fielder Aaron Paff, who had a whale of a catch for out number 2 in the top of the first inning in our ball game here. For the Saints in the outfield, Wildy in left, Brown in center, Saunders in right. Nas at third, Krupke at short, Morella at second, Crabile at first, Amundsen the catcher, Marcus Krupke, the right-hander, the starting pitching. And can St. Michael pull off a major upset here? And there is strike one, a good start for Krupke. And remember, the Saints beat Blaine, ranked number 4 in the final Class B poll earlier in the week, leading into this state tournament. So they certainly have the ability to pull off upsets against quality opponents. Here's one hit in the air to center field. Travis Brown going back, and makes the running catch as he heads toward the wall in left center field, one away. And the batter will be Michael Georgella playing at third base.
Third baseman, number 4, Michael Georgella.
Some numbers on Georgella: 328 on the year, 22 hits, 15 singles, 4 doubles, 12 RBI. Before him, Arnold, 291, 15 RBI. That was second, tied for second on the team. Here's another one to hit in the air, and that's right at Brown. He has it measured, 2 away. And that'll bring up Zach Hoffman at first base. A little bit about Hoffman. 413 on the year, 26 hits, 22 singles, a couple of doubles, 2 home runs, 15 RBI in the season, scored 17 runs, and stole 3 bases for the 2-time defending champs, and looks at strike 1. So a good start here for Krupke. 2 quick outs and a strike here to the number 3 batter, Hoffman. And there's a curveball upstairs, and that's now 1-1. Nobody on, 2 out, bottom of the first. There's one outside, 2-1. Ben LaVore is the catcher waiting on deck. 4 games tomorrow, and of course coverage of the Class A, B, and C state tournaments here on Prep Spotlight. Here's a high fly ball down the left field line, but just foul. He really turned on that one and took it out of here, but foul. And now the count is 2-2 with 2 away in the bottom of the first. Coming up tomorrow here at the Joe, Northfield against East Grand Forks. Then at 2, Chaska against Dundas. And there's one just missing outside. Now the count is full. At 5, I'll be back for Alcoa and the Moorhead Mudcats. And I'll have the nightcap at 8, the Champlain Park Low-Gators and the Victoria Vics. And there is a walk. So a good at-bat there by Hoffman. And with 2 outs and a runner at first, that'll bring up Ben LaVore.
And fourth for the
Lavorsi on the year, 259, 15 hits, 8 singles, 3 doubles, 13 RBI. Scored 15 runs, stole a couple of bases. So the Redbirds trying to get something going here against Saint starter Marcus Krupke, who got 2 quick outs on fly balls to center field. His one chopped on the ground, well, foul outside of first base. And that is strike 1. Be sure to visit townballmn.com and revisit the 2019 Emmy Award nominated series Townball, Uniquely Minnesota, an 8-part series that looks at the very essence of Minnesota amateur baseball. Log on to townballmn.com to download your favorite episode or the entire series. There's a foul tip at the plate. And I think that was actually a strike, and it got away from the catcher. So Hoffman's going to move down. And the count now 0-2 to Lavorsi. Chanhassen batting in the bottom of the first inning. And Krupke has a runner in scoring position. Now he's going to chat with Caden Amundsen. His catcher's going to come out. They're going to get on the same page with the runner down at second base. Want to make sure they're not giving away any early Saint secrets. As I mentioned, hardly a breeze. The flag limp in right center field to the left of the scoreboard. And there is humidity in the air. It feels like a summer night here in Shakopee. It's the first time I've ever broadcast a game from the Joe. I've driven by it many, many times. Visiting my wife's family in Sioux Falls. We head down 169. Head out to St. James and then head down to Sherburne and pick up I-90 and visit the wife's family in Sioux Falls. A familiar route for many that visit people in South Dakota. But we drive by the Joe a lot year-round, and it's fun to do a ball game here. The batter is Lavorsi, runner at second, 2 away, bottom of the first, and the pitch, curveball, just missing, and Krupke getting a little bit frustrated on the mound right now. Another full count, second full count in a row, and Redbirds batters are battling. Hoffman took him full and walked, and now Lavorsi has a full count. And that pitch hit in the air to left field. Wildy has it measured, and he puts it away. So the Redbirds get one on, no hits, one left, and after one complete, we are scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv. And we move to inning number 2. We are scoreless. The St. Michael Saints will send 4, 5, and 6 up. Alex Nas, Jordan Krupke, and Caden Amundsen. They went down 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. One strikeout for John Strzok, the Redbird starter. Just here at twilight where the lights are starting to take over. It's just one of the great facilities here in the state. Just a beautiful setting for the Class B, and attendance limited to 250 per game. And I noticed all the teams were given an allotment of tickets for their games. So a tough year if you're a member of the general public to come out, but you're able to watch these games here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Coverage of the Class A continues from St. Anthony Village, and of course Springfield and Milroy in Class C. And we will have them right through the championship games, all three, here on PrepSpotlight.tv. On to the second. Here's Nas against Straka. First pitch back to the screen, strike one. Nas playing at third base. Coming up Sunday, 3 games. Coon Rapids Red Birds against Meesville. There's a ground ball base hit. Nas is aboard. First hit of the game for the Saints. And now that's going to bring up Jordan Krupke playing at shortstop.
Next up for the Saints, the shortstop, number 7.
Second game on Sunday, the Moorhead Brewers against the Prior Lake Jays. And then the final game of the weekend, Sunday at 5, Cold Spring against Anoka. So first base runner for the Saints, that is Nas. Solid single through the right side into right field. They're playing for a bunt, crashing in from third, Michael Gergella. Steady take strike one. There's one down in the zone. 1-1 the count. Chanhassen has 1-2. There's a liner to second. Back to first. Double play. So Klepner catches the liner, goes to Hoffman at first, and just like that, nobody on, 2 away. As Krupke lines into the 4-4-3 double play, pitcher's best friend, and now it'll bring up catcher Caden Amundsen. A tough break for the Saints. He hit it hard, but right at Klepner, and he was able to turn it. There's a chopper foul, strike one to Amundsen. Number 6 batter in their order. Straka, 41 innings pitched, 5-0, 26 strikeouts, just 2 walks. His ERA a tidy 1.098. And that got him going in game 1 of the state tournament. And why not? With numbers like that, Straka delivers. This one hit in the air to shallow center field. Coming on, though, and making the catch is Goplin. And the Saints are retired. They get a hit, but they don't push one across. After 1.5, we're scoreless. The Saints and the Red Birds from the Class B state tournament here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Now a 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
On to the bottom of the second, the 2-time defending Class B champs, Chanhassen, coming to the plate. Jackson Goplin, Aaron Klepner, and Ryan Deers. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Red Birds here. They've had 1 base runner. That was Hoffman's walk with 2 out in the first. Goplin on the year. 441, 15 hits, 11 singles, couple of doubles, 9 RBI, 14 runs scored, and he is a threat to steal. He's stolen 3 on the base pass for Chan. Big swing and a miss there. Marcus Krupke doing a good job in the early innings here. 1-2 now the count. Curveball inside, it clipped him. Just caught him up on the shoulder. An off-speed pitch and he missed. Goplin gets aboard, and that'll bring up Aaron Klepner playing at second base. Klepner 317, 20 hits, 12 singles, 8 doubles, 10 RBI, scored 9 runs. And he leads the team with 6 steals. And he looks one on the outside corner, strike one. Keep an eye on Goplin down at first base. He is a threat to steal, and there he goes. Here's one to hit on the ground through the hole into left field for a base hit. And now the Redbirds have 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. First hit of the game for Chanhassen. That'll bring up Ryan Deers, the DH. Deers 295, 13 hits, 8 singles, 12 RBI, 6 runs scored. He has not stolen a base this year. Deers, the DH, with runners at first and second. Curveball, strike one. So some hot water for Krupke and the Saints. And this Chanhassen team, good hitters top to bottom. No breaks in this lineup. There's one outside, 1-1. This game got started right around 7:30. Opening ceremonies. There's a good curveball. 1-2 now to Deers. They had the color guard come out. The voice of Joe Schlepper Stadium, the great Dick Jankowski, many years of PA announcer for Golden Gopher men's basketball at Williams Arena, did the honors and a swing and a miss and a strikeout of Deers. And that is a big strikeout. First of the game for Krupke. And now with runners at first and second and one away, that's going to bring up Derek Smith, the right fielder for the Redbirds. Smith 371. 17 hits, 16 singles, a double. 6 RBI, 13 runs scored. He's got a chance to add to that RBI total here. Smith batting in the 8th spot. Krupke checks the runner, delivers fastball, ball one upstairs. And Dick Jankowski making the rounds here. I'm not sure he's running for office, but it looks like it. Great guy. He's done a book, and he's got a million jokes. I've heard a lot of good jokes, I just don't have a good memory for it. There's one outside. 2-0 now the count to Smith. Waiting on deck, Aaron Paff, who made the defensive play of the game so far. A diving catch toward the left field line in the first. And the pitch. There's a strike, 2-1. Been working that outside corner, trying to stay away from these potent Redbird bats. Amundsen behind the plate. Nas at third, Krupke at short. Marilla at second. Krabiel at first. There's one down in the dirt. Good block there by Amundsen. And he pops out of there to keep the runners at first and second. Talking about the Redbirds and their state titles, they beat Dundas 9-2 a year ago. They took down Meesville 7-4 in 18. Royalty in Class B baseball. And there's a strike call. Smith thought he had a walk, and the umpire at home plate had other ideas. Meesville beat Chanhassen in the 2017 title game 9-5. So Chan very familiar with the state tournament and the title game. There's a curveball inside, swing and a miss. Runner from second moves to third. A stolen base for Goplin. But Klepner stays down at first. So Smith strikes out on the inside pitch. 2 away, runners at the corners. That'll bring up Aaron Paff, the left fielder. So Chan, 3 straight title games here in Class B. They've won 2 in a row. Krupke trying to dance out of trouble here. Runner at first goes, ground ball into right field, a base hit. Off the glove of Morella. Goplin will score, and it's 1-0 Redbirds on an RBI single by Aaron Paff. Morella got there, dove, but off his glove into right field. On the play, Klepner goes all the way around to third. Same scenario. Runners at the corners, still 2 out, and the top of the order, and shortstop Brandon Arnold for Chan. They throw over to first. They've got him picked off. Throw down to second. Run down in play. The run scores from third as the runner in that rundown keeps it alive. So a good job by Paff to kind of keep that rundown alive. Klepner scores. So Chanhassen gets 2 runs on 2 hits. They don't leave anybody, and we have played 2 complete in the opener of the Class B state tournament here on PrepSpotlight.tv. We move to the 3rd inning here at Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee, the site of this year's Class B state baseball tournament. And the defending champ Chanhassen Red Birds have pushed 2 runs across, 2 runs, 2 hits. They struck out twice in that inning. Paff caught in the rundown, but it did allow Klepner to score from third. 2-0 Chan, and now the St. Michael Saints come to bat. It'll be 7, 8, and 9. Graybell, Wild, and Saunders. Against the Redbirds' outstanding starting pitcher, John Straka. Here's one hit, high and foul out of play. Strike 1. Minnesota Baseball Association proud to present the 2020 state tournaments. Follow along on their website at mnbaseball.org or join the Twitter feed at MINBaseball, MINN Baseball on Twitter. Get a little bit of a breeze there, feels good on this humid August night. There's a swing and another foul, and the count 0-2. To the Saints first baseman. I'm going to try and flag down Dick Jankowski and see if he'll get us a beverage. Here's one hit high in the air. That's foul and out of play. And we are in the covered grandstand. And what's great about this covered grandstand here at the Joe in Shakopee is it is filled with seats from the old Metrodome. It's really a neat. Here's one hit in the air to center field, but Goplin comes over and makes the catch, 1 away. moved to his right and pulled it in. And now with one out, nobody aboard.
The left fielder, number 6, Alex Wildy.
Here's Alex Wildy. Number 8 in their order. Strzok has faced the minimum thanks to a 4-4-3 double play. A line-out double play really helped his cause. Another strike, quickly 0-2 to Wildy. Saints trail by 2 and a big swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Strzok. 2 away, nobody aboard, top of the third. And that'll bring up Evan Saunders, the right fielder.
Evan Saunders.
Saunders will try and get something going here against Straka, who's given up just one hit. And that was Alex Nas, the leadoff single in the second. And the one thing that Straka does, that every good starter does, and that is strike 1, strike 2 there. And he's been rolling here in the third inning. Get his Redbird bats going in the bottom of the third. Big swing and a miss. Catcher dropped it. Tags him out. Third strikeout for Straka. And the Saints go 1-2-3 in the third after 2.5. Chanhassen leading St. Michael 2-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. And, of course, we are covering all 3 state tournaments, Class A, Class B here in Shakopee, and the Class C state tournaments. So we invite you to catch all the games. And we've had some phenomenal highlights already. I was over at the Class A tournament last weekend, and we had a wild finish. We'll let you look in on that. Runner Janke. Here's one hit in the air to left. Carrying deep away back. Miller to the fence. It's gone! A 2-run bomb wins it. Ethan Rowe, a 2-run shot. And the St. Anthony Hogs defeat the Minneapolis Angels 7-5 in walk-off fashion. His second home run of the night. A 2-run shot to left. And welcome back to the state tournament, Class B style, here in Shakopee. And a great night for a ball game. We move to the bottom of the third inning. And the 2-time defending champs are up 2-0. And we'll start off. He was in the on-deck circle when the inning ended. Brandon Arnold, Michael Gergella, and Zach Hoffman. 1-2-3 for the Redbirds here. Arnold blew out to deep center field for the first out of the ball game back in the first inning. And a moment ago you saw that highlight. Ethan Rowe, for the St. Anthony Hogs, the host of the Class A tournament, beat the Minneapolis Angels. 2-run bomb to left. And that was a fun night. Cool, comfortable night in St. Anthony Village. And there's a strike. Arnold, curveball catches the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now the count. It was one of those nights where the game goes a little longer. You may have needed a light coat. I didn't have one with, didn't matter, but what a thrill for Rowe and the Hogs to win it on their home field. And play continues this weekend. This one hit in the air to left, going back to the fence, off the fence. Wildy couldn't haul it in, and that's going to be a booming double for Arnold to lead it off. It had a chance to go. It's off the fence for a leadoff double. And that'll bring up Michael Gergella, the third baseman. Just a high fly ball that kept carrying. Wildy couldn't run it down. And now Arnold will come to the dugout. We'll get a pinch runner out there for Chan. Oh no, Arnold just gave up the protective gear. Arnold's going to stay at second. Leadoff double, bottom of the third. They lead at 2-0. Gergella. That's what one down in the zone. Ball one. Class A quarterfinals crank up on Saturday at 10 a.m. over at St. Anthony. There's a curveball high and tight. Ball 2-0. And Krupke frustrated with that one. Check of the runner and the pitch. This one hit way up in the air on the infield. Catcher didn't see it. Pitcher coming on and makes the catch. Right on the third baseline near home plate. So Krupke takes it himself, one away. Runner is still at second is Arnold, and the batter will be Zach Hoffman.
Chanhassen, the batter is first baseman Zach Hoffman.
Hoffman worked out a 2-out walk in the first and was left stranded. Arnold scored 18 runs this year, second on the team. He's in a good spot here on the second base with one out. Skips away, tries to get to third, throw down there, not in time. A great base running by Brandon Arnold. Pitch in the dirt, and he scampers into third. And now a great opportunity for Hoffman. With his shortstop standing down at third base and one away. And his team leading 2-0. But a good heads-up play by Arnold. He had a big lead, and he saw that thing in the dirt, and he went. And Amundsen throw down to Nas. Nas kind of had to stretch to haul that one in and prevent a run. Here's a good fastball on the outside corner, 2-1 to Hoffman. Arnold, a team leader, head coach. Here's one hit in the air to right. This should bring the run home. Saunders hauls it in, out recorded, and Arnold will scamper home with the third run for the Redbirds. Sac fly RBI for Hoffman, 3-0. Chanhassen.
Next up, the catcher, Ben Lavorsi.
So bring up the catcher, Ben Lavorsi. Fly ball to left to end the first. He is 0 for 1. Nobody on. Here in the bottom of the third. 2 away. The Redbirds, 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. The Saints, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Pitch there by Krupke. Evens the count at 1-1. So Arnold, the booming double off the wall and left, moves to third on a pitch in the dirt, and then scores on the sac fly. Arnold had to be thinking that had a chance to go. Here's one hit high but foul down the right field line. Well foul. A hard hit ball off the bat of Lavorsi. And Lavorsi on the season has 4 home runs. The team lead is Nick Smith with 5. So he has plenty of power. The left-handed batter digs in. The 2-2 on the way. Curveball rings him up. Strike 3. Third strikeout for Krupke. But the Redbirds add a run. And they get a hit. That double by Arnold. And after 3 complete, it is Chanhassen 3 and St. Michael 0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Dick Jankowski at the start of the game. Let me tell you, Dick Jankowski is a Minnesota. Hey, Earl, what is Geel throwing? And Maddie said,
Welcome back to Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee, and it is the site of the 2020 Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament. And it's brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is a hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone and Wings Financial. We're for people like you. And John Straka, the Chanhassen starter, has been sailing along. No runs, just one hit through 3 innings of work as we move to the top of the 4th. And we'll have Krupke, Brown, and Marilla top of the order for the Saints here. Again, Straka. He has notched 3 strikeouts in the game so far, and there's strike 1 to Krupke. Krupke grounded out to second base to lead off the ball game. Here's a good fastball. You can hear the pop of the mitt. 1-2 now to Krupke, trying to get something going for the Saints. Here's one slapped down the left field line, but foul. About 5 feet foul. Tried to go the other way, and it wouldn't fall for him. Count rides along at 1-2. Leadoff man here in the 4th for St. Michael. And if you're just joining us, St. Michael pulled a big upset on the way to the state tournament, knocking off the number 4 ranked Blaine Fusion in 2 straight to punch their ticket here. And there is a good fastball and a swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in a row, 4 overall for Straka. And with nobody on and 1 away, it'll bring up Travis Brown. Brown got robbed by left fielder Aaron Paff. Made a diving catch toward the line and left. Brown doesn't have anything to show for it. He's 0 for 1. But that one gets down and goes for extra bases. But Paff made a great catch. Now there's a strike. And it's 0-2. And Straka's cruising here in the 4th with his team up 3-0. And there's another strikeout. He has struck out 4 in a row, 5 overall, 2 away. That'll bring up Austin Marilla playing at second. Marilla struck out to end the first strikeout victim for Straka. Good fastball inside and low, 1-1. You hear the pop of the mid again. Ben Lavorsi, I wonder if he brings a sponge from home for that mitt when he's catching Straka. I didn't catch much when I was a kid, but I always brought a sponge from home. There's one fall out of play, 2-2. I think mitt technology has improved over the years where you don't need to do that. But way back in the day, those well-worn catcher's mitts didn't offer a lot of protection. This one fall to the screen. He loses his bat. Maryland's going to retrieve it. And the count rides along at 2-2. Nobody aboard, 2 away, top of the 4th inning. Red Birds leading the Saints. Here's one hit on the ground towards second. Gobbled up by Klepner. Throw to first in time. Good play on the move. 4-3, and the Saints go 3 up, 3 down. And after 3.5, Chanhassen leads St. Michael 3-0 here on Prep Spotlight.tv. And, of course, we're going to be bringing you coverage of Class A, Class B, and Class C action here on Prep Spotlight.tv. And we have some other highlights to share with you.
third inning, no score.
Now he cracks one hard to left field. A 2-run home run. Dead center field.
And the pitch. Grounded towards the right side and past the diving first baseman. Coming up throwing is the right fielder. There will be a play at the plate, and he is safe. He gets underneath the tag. One in the second, and another one. How about that? The trifecta of home runs as Davis hammers it out.
Ready for the fly ball. Pretty well hit the left field. Bulow going back for it. Still going, and it is off the wall. Or the fence, I should say. Knight around third, throw to the plate, and it would have got him, but Granger could not hang on.
Runner Janke. Here's one hit in the air to left. Carrying deep, way back. Miller to the fence. His second home run. All right, here we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. And Chanhassen, Goplin, Klepner, and Deers to bat. These guys were right in the middle of things in that 2-run second inning. Goplin got hit by a pitch, stole a base. Here's a high fly ball into shallow right. Coming on. He can't get it. Saunders, the right fielder. And Merrill at second base just hit into no man's land, and that's a leadoff single for Goplin. So he is on for the second time in the game, this time to lead off the fourth. That'll bring up Aaron Klepner. Klepner, a single and a run scored in inning number 2. So the Redbirds trying to add here in the fourth. They didn't score in the first. They added 2 in the second, 1 in the third. They now have 4 hits. But Goplin just dropped it into right field. Saunders didn't see it right away, and there's a throw over to first. Runner dives back. Got a late jump on it. And I think Merrill thought that ball was going to carry a little deeper than it did. And as a result, it drops in. Marcus Krupke, the pitcher. That's one fouled out of play. And we're feeling a little bit more of a breeze, and it feels great. It is just a great summer night. Right at game time, there was no wind, but now we've got that nice breeze and this warm, humid August night. Perfect setting for the Class B state tournament opener between the defending champs Chanhassen and St. Michael. 0-2 the count, and the batter is Klepner. And now we have time called. Everybody's going to reset. Here's one smashed into the gap in left center field. Trying to track it down, and tracking it down is Brown. This will be a double. Runner coming all the way around to score is Goplin. 4-0 Redbirds on an RBI double by Klepner. Klepner put a charge into it. So a single, an RBI double, and that'll bring up Ryan Deers, the DH. And we have a mini conference on the mound. Second hit of the game for Klepner. Single now a double. He has the easy ones out of the way on the way to a cycle tonight. Deers struck out in inning number 2. Krupke has struck out 3 Redbirds in the game. There's a curveball, strike 1. He has been able to get that curveball over for a strike tonight. We don't expect any weather until the wee hours of the morning. There's one fouled out of play. There is a threat of shower and thunder shower activity. I haven't even bothered to bring up the radar. I'm going to go with what they said earlier in the day. No showers, no thunderstorms. And now, actually, we've got a little rain falling. How about that? Well, no lightning. Just a little light rain showing up out in the lights. But we play on. We're in good shape here in the covered part of the grandstand at the Joe. And we weren't supposed to get any thunderstorm activity until overnight, but right now we have a shower. Light enough to send some people scampering for cover, but others are just going to ride it out. 2-2 to count, nobody aboard.
Jesus Christ!
There's a big swing and a miss. And Deers is retired. And that is strikeout victim number 4. So we've got Goplin single, the RBI double for Klepner.
Folks, we're in a delay. Now would be a good time. If you feel comfortable, head over to the concession stand and pick up something to eat, something to drink.
And now we're going to move into a delay because there is concern about it isn't raining that hard. We'll keep it here for the moment. Here's the situation. Goplin led off with a single, scored on the RBI double by Klepner. Deers just struck out, so there's one away and a runner at second in the bottom of the 4th inning, and Chanhassen leading St. Michael 4-0. So, we're going to move into rain delay mode for the moment. Once again, it looks like the rain has almost stopped. We'll check the radar picture and come back to Joe Schlepper Stadium, home of the 2020 Class B State Amateur Baseball Tournament. And of course, the Minnesota Baseball Association is proud to present the 2020 state tournaments. Follow along on their website at mnbaseball.org or join the Twitter feed at MinBaseball, MINN Baseball, to keep an eye on what's going on in all 3 tournaments, Class A, B, and C.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. The Polish
We just want to give you a quick update on what's going on here at the State Class B tournament. Opening game between the two-time defending champ, Chanhassen Red Birds, and the St. Michael's Saints. The Red Birds, when the rain moved in and the lightning, were batting in the bottom of the fourth. They had a run in and a runner on and one out, and a 4-0 lead. And now you can see the grounds crew is out there trying to get a little order restored and get things cleaned up. We had some heavy rain move through, and that's moved away. Now to check the radar, and I jinxed this thing because I was talking about how nice it is, and the showers and thunderstorms weren't due to move through the area until later on tonight. That was the original forecast. But we had a pop-up thunderstorm move over the area and impact Shakopee. Well, that's moved on, and the concern is what's moving in from the west. A large area of shower and thunder shower activity west of the Twin Cities area, and they hope to resume action here at Joe Schlepper Stadium shortly, but we see some lightning off in the distance. And I would assume job one would be to make this game official if the heavy weather moves in from the west that we're seeing. The leading edge from about Litchfield down toward Olivia and Redwood Falls. So keeping our fingers crossed that they'll be able to get things squared away here at Shakopee, and we'll be able to resume here at the Joe. Once again, as you can see, we're in the bottom of the fourth. Chanhassen still batting 1 on, 1 out, and leading at 4-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. And we should tell you that the 2020 Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournaments are brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you. We'll be back to the Joe in a moment here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Don't forget, our coverage continues of the Class A, Class B, and Class C state tournaments here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Class A quarterfinal action tomorrow from St. Anthony Village at 10 a.m. Stockman's Irish against Lions Pub. At 1, the St. Anthony Hogs against the Minneapolis Cobras. The Cobras are the defending champs. At 4, the Minnetonka Millers take on Baseball 365. And at 7, the Highland Park Beavers battle Air Freight. Sunday is semifinal action and championship games here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Of course, this is the opening game of the Class B state tournament, with Chanhassen leading St. Michael 4-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 4 games tomorrow. Northfield against East Grand Forks. At 2, the Chaska Cubs against the Dundas Dukes. At 5, the Elko Express meet the Moorhead Mudcats. And in the nightcap, the Champlain Park Lowgators meet the Victoria Vics. 3 games on Sunday here in the Class B. Coon Rapids against Meesville. At 2, the Moorhead Brewers against the Prior Lake Jays. And in the final game on Sunday, the Cold Spring Springers against the Anoka Bucks. Class C action. Game underway tonight in Springfield. Foley Lumberjacks against the Hanska Lakers. And tonight in Class C in Milroy, Hadley Buttermakers against the Randall Cubs. And of course, all the games here on PrepSpotlight.tv. So once again, grounds crew trying to get things cleaned up, teams trying to get loose. And when we return to action, it'll be Chanhassen leading St. Michael 4-0, and they're still batting in the bottom of the fourth inning here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Stay tuned. We'll be back with action in a few minutes.
Please.
All right, we have an update here from Joe Schlepper Stadium here in Shakopee. Opening game of this Class B state baseball tournament between Chanhassen and St. Michael. Redbirds lead at 4-0. They're still batting in the bottom of the fourth inning. One on, one out. And we're going to get started here in about 8 minutes. Play will resume in about 8 minutes. And we've been checking the radar. And the radar shows we have a window to get more game action in. Of course, we need to get 4.5 innings in for this game to be official. So for it to become official, St. Michael would need to get their at-bat in the top of the fifth inning, with Chanhassen leading at the moment 4-0. But there is another line of shower and thunderstorms to the west. And this is a much more established line of shower and thunder shower activity. And the lead edge is in the Hutchinson area with some pretty heavy stuff behind that. The cell that moved through here continues to track east and southeast away from the Joe here in Shakopee. So that is the latest. Class B opener. The two-time defending champ Chanhassen leading St. Michael 4-0. Once again, Redbirds batting in the bottom of the fourth when we resume in a few minutes here on PrepSpotlight.tv. All right, we are going to get back to action here at Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee, opening game of the Class A Class B baseball tournament tonight between the defending champs, Chanhassen and St. Michael. Just to quickly recap, Chanhassen batting in the bottom of the fourth inning. Jackson Goplin led off with a single, scored on an RBI double by Aaron Klepner. Ryan Deere struck out, and when the rains came and the lightning came, Klepner was at second base. So there's one away and a run in, and the Redbirds leading at 4-0. Marcus Krupke is the Saints starter, and we will pick it up with Derek Smith at the plate as play resumes here on PrepSpotlight.tv. And of course, the Minnesota Baseball Association proud to present the 2020 state tournaments. Follow along on their website at mnbaseball.org or join the Twitter feed at MinBaseball, M-I-N-N Baseball. And here we go. Smith digs in, struck out in the second. He is 0 for 1 in the ball game tonight. Aaron Paff, a bad second. The breeze is freshened out of the west. Can hear a little bit of that wind in the microphones. Runner goes from second to third, throw down to third. Perfect throw in time. What a throw by Amundsen. Nas receives the throw and just had to let the glove tag out the runner, Klepner. And now 2 away, nobody aboard. Smith still at the plate. 1-0 the count. What a throw by Amundsen. Nas literally just had to catch the ball and wait for Klepner. There's one outside, 1-1 the count. Derek Smith, the right fielder for the Redbirds. They didn't score in the first. 2 in the second, 1 in the third. Here, 1 in the fourth. I didn't have a time on the rain delay. I forgot to start the stopwatch. 45 minutes, maybe, the rain delay? I'm not sure if we have an official time. Between innings, we may go to the box. Here's a ground ball towards short. Gobbled up there by Krupke. Krupke, long throw, airmails first base. That would have been a tough chance for Jordan Krupke at shortstop. Threw it over the head of his first baseman. So Smith, with a 2-out single, moves to second on the wild throw. We'll go E6 there. That'll bring up Aaron Paff, the left fielder. Paff had a hit in the second and then was caught in a rundown. But during that rundown, allowed Klepner to score to make it 2-0. Redbirds in the second. It is now 4-0. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. For the Saints, no runs, 1 hit and 1 error now on the board. There's a curveball inside, good block by Amundsen. Ball 1. 4 games tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m. here in the Class B. Northfield Knights. East Grand Forks Heaters. There's a foul, 1-1. That's one thing you need in East Grand Forks, Minnesota, is heaters. Starting in late September and continuing into the middle of May. Different kind of winter up there in the Red River Valley, that's for sure. There's a good curveball. Krupke's had that working tonight. Now it's 1-2. Number 9 man in the Redbirds order, Aaron Paff, the left fielder. Runner at second, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. There's one fouled back to the screen. Count rides along at 1-2. The Storms have stopped for now. But there is another line of thunderstorms well to the west. Lead edge was in Hutchinson to give you an idea. So hopefully it'll take some time to get here. And they will play it out. 10-run rule after 7. But if they need to pick the game up tomorrow or even on Sunday, they will do it. A full slate of games tomorrow beginning at 11 a.m. here at the Joe. There's a curveball inside. And now the count is full. Krepke hasn't had a 3-ball count. He had a couple of those in the first. He's been pretty efficient since. The 3-2 chop foul. And Paff stays alive. We talked about Paff at the beginning of the game and hitting .304, 21 hits this year, 18 singles. He's had 3 doubles, 14 RBI, scored 19 runs. Coming in, that's tops on the Redbirds. Stolen 3 bases. So he's got wheels. He's been able to get on base and had the top of that Redbird order push him across 19 times this year. Here's one inside, and he works out a walk. And now runners at first and second and 2 out in the bottom of the 4th. It is the second walk issued by Krupke. And out of the top of the order, and Brandon Arnold. Arnold, a deep fly ball to center field in the first, and then a booming double off the left field wall in the 3rd. He ended up scoring a run. He came within about 5 feet of going out of here. Hit off the fence. And the first pitch to Arnold is a strike. Sixth batter to come to the plate for the Redbirds in this long 4th inning, marked by a long rain delay. At first, light showers, then lightning, and then it rained hard for a spell, maybe 5 minutes before it let up. And now that cell has moved out of the way. There's a curveball in the dirt, good block by Amundsen. Caden Amundsen's done a really nice job for the Saints in this game. Earlier in the inning, he threw out Klepner trying to steal third base on him. But Caden's been impressive. He hails out of Otsego, and that one fouled back. Good player. 2-2 now the count. The leadoff man for the Redbirds, Brandon Arnold. The only extra base hit, first extra base hit in the game. Klepner had that double here early in this inning. Here's one fouled straight back. That one almost came right back here. Kind of caught the netting and the roof. I thought we might have a shot at one. Just a delightful evening right now. A little less humidity, a little bit of a breeze. Here's one fouled over toward that St. Michael dugout. That'll go out of play. Count rides along at 2-2. 1 in, 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that we continue to play, because there is a menacing line of storms out there to the west. Doesn't look like weather will be a problem tomorrow here in Shakopee. Here's a foul over toward that Chanhassen dugout and out of play. Redbirds coming in and won 19 in a row. As we mentioned, 2-time defending state champs. They've been to the title game 3 years in a row, trying to make it 4 here in 2020. They played very well. They beat their arch rival Chaska twice in the region tournament. They are rolling. And the 2-2, a swing and a miss, and a strikeout, and Arnold goes down swinging. That is the 5th strikeout for Krupke. And we have finally played 4 innings. And Chanhassen leads St. Michael 4-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
2 men left on base. Go to the top of the 5th inning. Now 4-0. Chanhassen leads.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Now on three at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
We go to the top of the fifth inning. Redbirds lead the Saints 4-0. And the Saints have been able to manage one hit. And that's Alex Nas. He'll lead off the fifth inning. He had a lead-off single in the second. Then Jordan Krupke and Caden Amundsen. And they'll take on John Straka, starting pitcher. He had a bit of a breather with that rain delay, but he's back out here to start the fifth.
Third baseman, Alex Nas.
He has struck out 5, and he hasn't walked anybody, so he has been in command. Had a great defensive play. Aaron Paff made a diving catch with one out in the second, or in the first, excuse me. And there's ball one to Nas. Nas playing at third base. Now 1-1 with the strike there. Field was able to easily absorb the downpour, no problem. Grounds crew did a great job. And the field is just in perfect shape. Just absolutely beautiful setting here. 1-2 now. Outside 2-2. These communities that host state tournaments, whether it's the A, the B here, or the C, 2 towns hosting first round action there. This one into foul territory, and it's grabbed by Hoffman. One away. That'll bring up Krupke, the shortstop for the Saints. But so much pride for these communities, and they take so much pride in these ballparks. Getting them ready, making sure the field's perfect, and the setting is perfect for this state tournament. Krupke lined out into a 4-4-3 double play. Hit it hard right at Klepner. Klepner was able to catch and throw it over to Hoffman. And double up Nas. That came in inning number 2. There's strike 1. Straka, good fastball. And now he's ahead 0-2. And Ben Lavorsi, the catcher. His mitt pops. Fun to hear. There's a chopper foul over toward that St. Michael dugout. Caden Amundsen knocked it down. Kind of a slick play over there in front of his dugout, protecting his teammates. And now here's Straka, heading the count 0-2. Whereas he sets up on the outside of the plate. He winds and delivers. Here's right back to the pitcher. Straka grabs it, underhand toss over to first. That is a 1-3, and that'll bring up Caden Amundsen, the catcher. Amundsen flew out to center field to end inning number 2. He's 0-for-1 for the Saints. And if you're just joining us here on PrepSpotlight.tv, we have all the Class A, all the Class B, and all the Class C action this weekend and next here on PrepSpotlight.tv. My name is Steve Thompson. Glad to have you aboard. Here's one fouled straight back, 0-1. here at the Joe tomorrow. Action starts at 11 a.m. Northfield against East Grand Forks. Then Chaz Cadundus. Elko battles Moorhead Mudcats. And then the Champlain Park Lowgators take on the Victoria Vics in the nightcap tomorrow night at 8. Full day of baseball. There's one inside. 1-2 now the count, as Amundsen tries to get something going here in the 5th. 1-2 on the way. Chop toward the hole. Cutting it off. Gergella can't handle it. Off his glove. Amundsen reaches with 2 out here in the top of the 5th inning. We haven't seen the error go up on the board. Gergella came over to cut it off, but he couldn't handle it cleanly.
First baseman, Jerry Crable.
And that is going to go as an error. Error on the board, E6. And now Crable popped out to center field. Here's one hit towards second. Grabbed by Klepner, throw to first. On one pitch, he's retired. So the Saints strand 1, and after 4.5, Chanhassen leads St. Michael 4-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. For the Redbirds, Gergella, Hoffman, and Lavorisi. 2, 3, and 4 for the 2-time defending state champs. And of course, the 2020 Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is a hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone and Wings Financial. We're for people like you. Marcus Krupke is still on the mound. Right-hander delivers. This one hit foul, sharply foul. Gergella 0 for 2 tonight. Fly ball to center field in the 1st and then popped out to the pitcher in inning number 3. That was quite a play for Krupke as he came almost all the way into the batter's box to make the play. Just up the third base line to put it away. 1-1, curveball strike. That's been his go-to pitch here in the game tonight. Redbirds have had a base runner in every inning and scored in 3 of the 4. 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, and 1 in the 4th. Here they are in the 5th. Gergella is the leadoff hitter. 328 on the year. 22 hits. 15 of those singles, 4 doubles. Gergella has taken it over the fence 3 times. And now the count full to him. He's got power. 3:30 down the line, 3:55 to left. And he'll work out a leadoff walk. That is the 3rd given up by Krupke and the Saints. And now that's going to bring up Zach Hoffman. Hoffman walked in the 1st, had a sac fly RBI in the 3rd. trying to sneak another peek at that radar here. Here's a fly ball into right, coming on Saunders, still coming on, finally makes the catch, and then throws behind the runner to first. And the runner gets back in safely, Giorgella. So Hoffman a fly to right, one away, one on, and that'll bring up Ben Lamorisi, the catcher. He struck out in the third, popped out in the first. He is 0 for 2. Well-run scoreboard here. Really a play-by-play announcer's best friend. You got a scoreboard that's right on top of it. Gives me an opportunity sometimes to sneak a peek at the radar and see where we're at. There's a throw over to first. And we got a line kind of bearing down on us as well. Yeah, and it's moving ever closer. Yeah. Just to the edge of Hennepin County. So we've probably got, hard to tell, not much more time. And by the looks of that, we may want to batten down the hatches here. I did not bring a tarp or rain gear, but here's a high fly ball to deep right field, carrying down the line. Is it fair? It is foul. Oh, where is he turned on it, but it's foul. And now 1-2. But the radar picture, not good at the moment. So we got another line moving in here. There's a throw over to first. 4-0 Chanhassen. They lead St. Michael here in the opener of the Class B tournament. We've already had one weather delay. We'll see if we hang around. Here's a high fly ball to center field. Chasing Brown back. He has it measured. 2 away. Runner stays head first. That's Giorgella. That'll bring up Jackson Goplin. Goplin walks, stole a base in the second, scored a run. He had a single and scored a run in the fourth, so he has been very active. He's been a part of 2 of the 4 runs for the Redbirds. Goplin playing in center field. And he digs in against Marcus Krupke, and he's done a nice job in the starting role here tonight for the Saints against this potent Redbird lineup. Swing and a miss there, strike 1. He's been able to keep him off balance at times with the curveball. He'll check the runner and deliver. This one a bit about outside, 1-1. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that we'll be able to continue play, but there's one down in the dirt, blocked by Amundsen. And he's been terrific here tonight. That throw to get Klepner for the first out of the 4th inning was really a great throw. Absolutely perfect throw down to third. There's one fall to the screen. Count now 2-2. To Goplin, 2 away, runner at first base. That was Giorgella who worked out a leadoff walk off Krupke. There's a curveball laced into left. That's down for a hit. Wildy fires it back into the infield. Now runners at first and second. That was a solid hit to left field. And now it's Aaron Klepner playing at second base. Klepner a single and a run scored in the second. An RBI double in the 4th. He is 2 for 2, having a night. Now he has an opportunity to extend his team's lead here in the bottom of the 5th. There's a fastball up in the zone. Class C at Springfield and Milroy this weekend. That one down in the zone 2-0. And, of course, Class A tomorrow and Sunday, championship game Sunday at 5. The defending champ Minneapolis Cobras still alive. There's one fouled out of play over the Redbird dugout. Tomorrow at St. Anthony Village, Stockman's Irish against Lions Pub Warriors. That's at 10 a.m. At 1, St. Anthony Hogs against Minneapolis Cobras. 4, Minnetonka Millers against Baseball 365. And then Highland Park Beavers against Air Freight in the nightcap. There's a strike to Klepner. 2-2 now the count, 2 away. Runners at first and second. Deers waiting on deck if we get there. Here's one hit in the air. Into right field, coming on Saunders. That'll foul. There's just a foul ball. He had to come a long way. No chance to get to it. And the count will ride along at 2-2. Be sure to visit townballmn.com and revisit the 2019 Emmy Award nominated series Townball, Uniquely Minnesota, an 8-part series that looks at the very essence of Minnesota amateur baseball. Log on to townballmn.com to download your favorite episode or the entire series. Well, blocked in front of the plate, Amundsen comes up, and I think they've learned their lesson. I don't think the Redbirds are going to try and advance on him after that throw an inning ago. Count now 3-2 to Klepner. And this one laced into the gap in left center field, and that'll go all the way to the fence. 1 run in. Second runner around third headed for home. It is a booming 2 RBI double for Aaron Klepner, and Chanhassen leads it 6-0. His second double of the game, his third hit of the night. He has 3 RBI. And that'll bring up Ryan Deers, and now we have a Saints conference on the mound. And I think they may go to the bullpen here. Kelby Gartner was warming up. And I don't think we're going to get a change here. Colby Gartner from Albertville was warming up, but they are not going to make the move right now.
The designated hitter, Ryan Deers.
Ryan Deers, the DH, has struck out twice. And has a runner at second. That's Klepner. Single, double, double. RBI in the fourth, and now add 2 RBIs here in the fifth. He's also got a run scored in the game. So Klepner at second base. He's made some good defensive plays as well. There's one high and tight. 1-1 the count. Jagella scored, and Goplin scored all the way from first on the play. This one smashed toward first, knocked down there by Kreibel, and he puts it away. But damage done, 2 runs on a couple of hits. They strand one, and after 5, Chanhassen leads St. Michael's 6-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Well, we keep an eye on that radar, but looks like that rain may hold off in the short term as we move to the top of the 6th. And St. Michael trailing 6-0. They'll have Alex Wildy, Evan Saunders, and Marcus Krupke. Wildy struck out in the 3rd. He is 0 for 2. And the Redbird starter, John Straka, begins his 6th inning of work, and he has been dominant. Just a hit, 1 error behind him. He hasn't walked anybody. And here's one hit into left. That'll drop for a hit. So Wildy starts it off with his first hit of the night, 2nd for the Saints. That'll bring up right fielder Evan Saunders. Struck out in the 3rd. 5 strikeouts in the game for Strzok. He hasn't walked anybody. But his last strikeout came with 2 outs in the 4th. And now it's Saunders trying to get something cooking here for the Saints in the 6th. There's a pitch down in the zone, ball 1. So that line of rain continues to creep toward the Twin Cities area. We will keep our fingers crossed that we'll be able to get this one in tonight. There's a big swing and a miss. 1-1. We haven't heard of any rain problems at Springfield or Milroy. We've been getting scoreboard updates here at the ballpark. We'll try and pass those along. Class A doesn't resume until tomorrow anyway. It looks like the weather's going to be good throughout the day for all the action around the state here in the Class A, Class B, and Class C amateur baseball tournaments. There's a ball, 2-1 now. To Saunders. Alex Wildy led off with a solid hit. This one hit foul over the Redbirds dugout on the first base side, 2-2 of the count. Just a delightful weekend at the Class A at St. Anthony Village last weekend. Just phenomenal weather. And here's another one foul. Well out of play. Same spot, another foul. 3 in a row. He's got that figured out. Now he just needs to straighten it out. And the Saints would be in business here in the 6th. Saunders from St. Michael. Most of their players from St. Michael or Albertville. Have a guy from Maple Grove. Here's one into the gap in deep left field, carrying deep and off the fence. High off the fence for extra bases. They'll hold the runner at 3rd. But Saunders almost took it out of here. And now the Saints have runners at 2nd and 3rd and nobody out. And Marcus Krupke digging in.
Next up for the Saints, the designated hitter, Marcus Krupke.
That was hammered and hit high off the fence. No chance for Goplin to get there. And that's the 2nd ball tonight. One for each team that almost went out of the ballpark. And the pitch here. This one's fouled out of play. And just a moment before, I joked about 3 foul balls over the dugout to the right, and then he did straighten one out and almost took it over the fence. In one of the deepest parts of the ballpark in deep left center field. There's a big swing and a miss by Krupke. And now he's in an 0-2 hole. As John Strzok has been solid. Now remember, in the 4th we had the long rain delay. But he is right back out there and has given up a couple of hits to start this 6th inning. That one inside, now 1-2. And now Brown. Maryland an 0-2 hole. Now we get a timeout called by the home plate umpire, a little cat and mouse game. 3 hits in the inning, and the Saints have something cooking, 6-1. They had a tough regular season, but they played great, knocking off Blaine in 2 straight. And the Blaine Fusion ranked number 4 in the Class B poll that came out earlier in the week. And they aren't here because they got taken down by the St. Michael Saints. The 0-2 pitch on the way to Maryland. This one hit in the air. This headed for foul territory. And to land harmlessly. Count rides along at 0-2. And that's quite a story in itself because Blaine coming out of the Metro Mini is one of those teams you expect to be here. They had a big year again in the Metro Mini, a lot of talent, a lot of very good ball players, but they got beat 4-3 and 6-2 in back-to-back games by these Saints. Here's one hit on the ground into left field, a base hit. That's an RBI single for Maryland, and it's now 6-2. Saunders easily trots home from third. Brown stops at second. 4th hit of the inning, 5th of the game, and now we're going to get the Red Birds huddling up on the mound. It is a 6-2 ball game. So Straka getting hit here in the 6th. And waiting on deck, Alex Nas. Nas had the first hit off Straka. That came in the 2nd. And then he popped out into foul territory to the first baseman, Zach Hoffman. So he is 1 for 2 in the game. But the Saints making a little noise.
Now at the plate for St. Michael, third baseman Alex Nas.
Nas has a chance to get his team a little bit closer here. 2 in on 4 hits so far. This one hit high and foul. They've certainly made Straka work. Straka coming in dominant. 41 innings, 5-0, 26 strikeouts, just 2 walks. His ERA coming in 1.098. And his control is impeccable, and he hasn't walked anybody here tonight. 6 strikeouts. Broken bat goes flying over third base. Foul ball. Look out. Just maybe a foot of the bat left in the hand of Nas. Good thing that didn't catch anybody. And Nas will grab another bat. And the count will be 0-2. And in that case, you give the pitcher all the credit there. Sawed him off. I want to see a big wind gust come up here at Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee. Big wind gust. You can see that flag out in right center field. It was in the shot a moment ago. There's a curveball, strike 3. Nas gets rung up with the new bat. 7 strikeout overall for Straka. 2nd in the inning. And now runners at 1st and 2nd and 2 out. And I think we get people headed for the exits as the wind picks up. And the threat of rain looms. 6-2 Red Birds leading the Saints here. Top of the 6th inning at the Joe in Shakopee. Straka's pitch, good curveball. By far and away the Saints' best inning. 2 across the plate on 4 hits. Straka checks that runner at second and delivers. Curveball chopped toward third. Giorgella grabs, goes to the bag to get the out and retire the side. But the Saints get 2 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2 and after 5.5. Chanhassen leads St. Michael 6-2 here on Prep Spotlight TV.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
And welcome back to Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee, the site of the opening game of the Class B state tournament. And we got the tarp, as you can see, coming back out on the field. The winds have picked up. We expect the rain to move in, so they're trying to cover the pitcher's mound and home plate. And we had a pitching change announced. Coming out to pitch the bottom of the 6th inning for the Saints will be Colby Gartner. Gartner will be on to pitch.
And in Milroy, Hadley still leads Randall 3-0. They're in the 8th inning.
For Krupke, who leaves the game 5 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 strikes. All right, I believe we are back here on PrepSpotlight.tv. We had a technical problem. Here's the situation. We have moved into a second rain delay, and they've decided to call the game for the night. You can see the scoreboard here at Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee. The 2-time defending Class B champ, Chanhassen, leads St. Michael 6-2, and they're getting set to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. This game will be resumed Sunday night at 8 o'clock here at the Joe. They will resume this game in the bottom of the 6th inning on Sunday night here at the Joe. Don't forget, more Class B action coming up tomorrow. Northfield against East Grand Forks at 11 a.m. followed by Chaska and Dundas. At 5, Elko meets Moorhead Mudcats. And in the nightcap tomorrow night, Champlain Park Low-Gators take on the Victoria Vics. That's going to do it for now. From Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee, I'm Steve Thompson. Have a good evening.
The 2020 Class B Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.